Hey everyone, Derpy here, back with another Battle Pirates Let's Build episode. And this one, I'm going to be building the Icebreaker. So first off with the Icebreaker, you'll note that it has a bunch of weapon slots, 5 special slots, and 4 armor slots. This is a garrison ship that you're going to be hitting garrison targets with. And this one can do many of the higher level Forsaken mission targets. And the Icebreaker has inherent reload bonuses and range to rockets, so that's what I'm going to be putting on my Icebreaker. So with rockets, there are really only 2 that are actually pretty good for the Icebreaker. You have the one that was released with it, the D100S, and the escalation weapon, D100V. The D100V does twice the damage as the D100S, but it has twice the reload time. It also gives a bonus 5% combat speed. This is the best one you can use on your ship if you have it. If not, just go with the D100S. So I'm going to load this up on almost all of the weapon slots, but I'm going to leave 2 blank. This is because I'm going to be adding 2 countermeasures to these slots. You're up against garrison targets here, so you want anti-missile and anti-mortar. Anti-mortar is pretty easy, either Hail, D, or any of the gills you have. Gills are better, so I'm going to use those. For this next slot, you can either go anti-missile, Phalanx 4, that works pretty well, or you can go for a Trident missile. Because the Trident missile will shoot down some of the rockets that can hit your Icebreaker. If you don't have it, it's not a big deal, just go with the Phalanx. I would not build all 5 ships in the fleet with this weapon slot. I would have every ship has a Trident, and then they either alternate having a Phalanx or a Gale. So you have 5 Tridents in the fleet, and then 3 Gale and 2 Phalanx in the fleet. Spread things out a bit like that. So 2 ships like this, and then 3 ships with the Gale on it. Now that we have weapon down, let's move on to specials. So the first special is pretty easy, Speed System 5. Almost every ship that these days has it. Once you have that, we're going to add a defense special. And these targets will deal penetrating and mortar damage, so you want anti-explosive and anti-missile armor. MX3 is a great one for this. If you don't have MX3, you can just go RA3 or Ablative Armor 3. But I like MX3 because it gives 55% against both at R15. Next up, we're going to be adding Siege Battery 3, because the garrison targets are mainly buildings and will do damage to you, so this helps prevent that and do more damage back. For this next special, I'm going to be adding a special that came with the Monolith, if you have it. High Yield Warheads. This gives your rockets more projectile speed, more splash, more building damage, and wall damage if that helps. If you don't have that, you can always try to add other things to give it splash, like combustion system or viscosity regulator. For my last special, I'm going to be adding combustion system 2. Other people like adding explosive system 4, combustion system 1, but I like this because it gives more projectile speed, more splash, and more spread. So you can hit a wider area and deal more damage to things around it. Again, if you don't have high yield warheads, you'll be able to equip other things like high velocity rounds might be good, or viscosity regulator and narrow firing aperture. You're almost done. Now it's time for the armor. Charged armor is super helpful in these targets. M and X are great choices. I would just go 1 plate of each, and that's probably fine, because charged armor is a luxury item, somewhat, and you won't have that many to go around. I wish Kixeye would release more to lower levels, but there's not much I can do about that. If you don't have charged armor, let's look at the defense values. Explosive and penetrating are pretty much even, so I'm going to be adding some M armor and some X armor. You can add some D1 or some D5. I'm going to be adding D1 because it has the lowest repair time. 2D1M and 2D1X should do fine. Again, if you have charged armor, use it, because especially on the Icebreaker, it's pretty much a necessity. So this is my final build for the Icebreaker. You want 3 in your fleet like this, and 2 others with having the Phalanx 4. And I have used this build in targets. I have tested it. Sometimes it might get overweight, so you might have to take off a plate or 2 if you're using Phalanx 4. I have used this ship in my fleet. I've hit 113 targets, 103 targets with it. It works fine. I only actually have charged X on mine, no other armors, just 1 charged X, and still does pretty well. So I hope this video helped you. If it did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe so you don't miss any future uploads. This is Derpy, signing out, helping you be a better pirate.